Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Back again. We have lost another one. We have lost another one, courtesy of mistakes, courtesy of individual mistakes. And I spoke about it yesterday. 5 things Mikel Arteta has got to address as we enter the new season. We had to rectify the mistakes. We had to cut out the mistakes. And we've lost another game simply because Pablo Mari what is he trying to do? I'm asking myself, what is Pablo Mari trying to do there? Yes, guys, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy, and we are back again with another match reaction. Arsenal have lost to Spurs 1-0 in the Mind Series pre-season game. That wouldn't be the matter, but my question is, what exactly is pre-season for? That is my question. Question to Mikel, question to Arsenal, question to the team. What is pre-season for? Why exactly do we go for pre-season? That is my question. Do smash a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we are sponsored by the beautiful people at 1xBet. Make sure you do check out 1xBet, and they will be able to give you all the latest in terms of odds. Use promo code COSSYMedia. Link is in the video description. You'll be able to find it. I think I'll paste it after the game. So we have lost a game. We have lost a football game to a Spurs side that is nowhere near good. We've lost to a Spurs side that wasn't good enough. We were not good, but they were not good either. The goal we conceded in that game was absolutely avoidable. And that is one of the things maybe Arsenal have got to learn. That is one of the things maybe Mikel Arteta's teams have got to learn. Some of these mistakes, some of these goals are avoidable. That goal was avoidable. Nicola Pepe loses the ball. Pablo Mari loses the ball as well. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to push Heung-min Son, right? He's trying to push Heung-min Son in the penalty area. Son doesn't fall, and Pablo Mari falls, and we concede a stupid goal, an absolute stupid goal. So I came up with a couple of positives from the game and a couple of negatives in the game. So we're going to be diving into that. But my question to you in this game is, in this reaction, what exactly did you pick out of the game? What exactly did you pick out of this game? Are we ready for the next season? Because in my preview, I still remember I said it. This is not a preseason game. This is not a friendly game. This is an unfriendly game. It's a North London derby, and it was a real test of what Arsenal have got in the store for next season. We played, because honestly, if you're gonna be honest, we played our best 11. There's no question about that. We played our best 11. That is Arsenal's best 11. You're not going to find a better 11 than that. So that is this is how we lined up against Spurs. We started with Leno in goal, Ben White, Pablo Mari, Tierney, Albert Sambi Lokonga, Granit Xhaka, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Emu Smith-Rowe, Nicola Pepe, and Alexander Lacazette. Spurs started with Heung-min Son. They started with Hugo Lloris, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, Sergio Reguilon, Japhet Tanganga, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Olivier Skip, Lucas Moura, Dele Alli, Stephen Bergwijn, and Heung-min Son. Now, look, you might say this is not Arsenal's starting 11. You're wrong. 90%, 99% of this team is our starting 11. Actually, if I'm right, most of the players in that team are the players we're gonna see whole season, are the players we're gonna see game in, game out. But the kind of performance we are putting in, the level of performances we are putting in is disgusting. absolute disgusting. That is not the Arsenal I want to see. That is not the team I want to see. And surprisingly, the performances don't matter. The performances, every game, you don't get anything better. Every game, we don't see anything better. Spurs, if you look at that Spurs side, that we've lost to, that is not Spurs starting 11. Honestly, if you think about it, that is not Spurs starting 11. Hugo Lloris starts. Tanganga might not start. A tried back. They could play Sergio Uriel or Matt Doherty. Davidon Sanchez, okay, starts, or Eric Dyer is a starter. Højbjerg is a starter. Olivia Skip is not a starter. Dele Alli is not a starter. Stephen Bergwijn, Stephen Bergwijn could be a starter. At times, he is not a starter. But for all of us know, players like Tango Ndombele are not in this team. Players like Aurier are not in this team. And we lost to Spurs so recklessly. And that is my problem. So recklessly. Like, it is mistake after mistake after mistake. This is not a Spurs side you lose to. Despite the fact that we are away from home, that is not a Spurs side you lose to. And that is not a Spurs side that you play negative football, that you play poorly like we play. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. But we're going to look at some of the statistics in this game, as well as some of the positives and the negatives that I took out of this game, because I think Arsenal really, for me, they didn't do it. They didn't do what I expected them to do. Absolutely not. We didn't give in that performance that you thought anyone wanted us to give in. We didn't show anything in this game. If we can look at some of this, if we do look at some of the statistics in this game, as simple as that, right? So that is Arsenal's past team statistics. You have 12 shots from Spurs. We had 11. We had 2 shots on target. They had 2 shots on target. So both clubs were really average. Possession, 52-48. Again, it shows that it was a balanced game, but we were not good enough, right? Passes, 470. Spurs had 510. Passing accuracy, 87-87. Fouls, 13-10. Yellow cards, 2-3. Red cards, 0-0. Offsides, we had 2. They had 1. 5 corners for us and 5 corners for them. So literally, it was a game that was balanced. It was a balanced game. It wasn't a game where where we were dominated, and it wasn't a game where we dominated. But my problem, and we're gonna speak about this in the negatives, and in the negatives that I saw, is the mistakes. Because look, we have 11 shots on target. They have 12. They have 2 shots on target. We have 2 as well. We didn't score any. They scored 2. And one thing you have to remember is the goal we conceded was absolutely avoidable. That is my problem. The goal we conceded is absolutely avoidable. What you have to do is stay concentrated. Concentrate 90 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong, but our players cannot concentrate 90 minutes. Absolutely, they can't. They can't concentrate 90 minutes. They either concentrate 70 or 80 or something like that. They don't concentrate 90 minutes. What the problem is, I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. But one of the things I picked in this game is Albert Sambi Lokonga is a good player, and we're going to speak about him. So let's dive into the positives of this game. One, we welcome Saka back. I think for me, it's a positive. It's really, really a good positive, because if you look at what Saka and Gabriel Martinelli give us as an Arsenal side, there is absolutely no way you're telling me it's not a positive. So Saka coming back, yes, he didn't do a lot when he came on the pitch and things like that. I think he needs to get used and get back with the team. But the urgency, the sense of attack, and the sense of threat, and the sense of hunger that Saka gives us is very urgent. It's very, very key and very needed. This Arsenal team has been taking part in the Mind series, but they're running my mind crazy. They're driving me crazy. That is not good football. That is not the football you play against Spurs. We played poorly against Spurs. We played poorly against Chelsea. But with Saka coming back, I think there is something he gives us. There is something all of us know what Saka means to Arsenal. So despite the fact that we've lost the game, we welcome back Saka, and that is one of the positives I looked at in the game. The other positive is team selection. I'm going to give Mikel Arteta a credit. I'll give him a point. I think if it was in another game, Arteta doesn't pick his team like this. But I think the team selection absolutely is spot on, because he plays 10 players in that team that you think are going to be part of our season, crucial season. So if you look at the lineup, let's try to have a look. Let's try to have a look at the lineup. There you go. If you look at that lineup, Aubameyang is a starter. Smith Rowe is a starter. Pepe is a starter. Lacazette is a starter. Xhaka is a starter. Albert Sambi Lokonga is a starter. Tierney is a starter. Pablo Mari and Ben White are starters, and Ban Leno. The only player I will ask myself is, why is Hector Bellerin still at this World Club? And why is Hector Bellerin playing in this game ahead of Callum Chambers? But the rest of the players are Premier League game material. We are gonna be using them season in, game in, game out in the coming season. So I gave a lot of credit to Mikel Arteta in that, for that one. I think he absolutely got it right. He absolutely got it spot on. I didn't. My first problem was I never wanted to see players that are not part of our plans. I never wanted to see players that were never going to be part of Arsenal's. Were never going to be a part of Arsenal's season play. I never wanted to see Kolasinac start in that game. I never wanted to see Edin Ketia, Willock play in that game, and they did appear. However, I still had a couple of positives, and the other one is Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe. What a game. Of course, we will speak about Albert Sambi Lokonga in a minute, but I think Nicolas Pepe is another one to point to. Pepe has been one of our best players in that game, and not really in the sense of scoring goals or making assists, or helping us to win because we lost. But I think Pepe has been so active in that game, very, very active. If you ask me, which player impressed me the most in that game, I think I'm gonna say Lokonga or Pepe, one of the two. It depends. If Lokonga or Pepe impressed you most in the game, let me know in the comment right now. Is it Lokonga who was better for you, or was it Pepe? And I hope I can. Yeah, right. So Pepe played so well in this game, and I absolutely loved it. I think one thing I loved about Pepe in this game is right. Let's just get Saka around here, Pepe to the right, and Saka to the left. And one of the things I really loved about Nicolas Pepe in this game, was the way he dealt with Reguilon. He gave him an absolute nightmare. He was an absolute nightmare to Sergio Reguilon. And I think, he's becoming a little bit more confident. He's becoming a little bit, he feels a little bit more important in the Arsenal game. So down the, on the right-hand side, I think Pepe was superb. Absolutely superb. He tried to get in, inside the box a couple of times. He tried to set up, a couple of players on a couple of occasions. If we can get our marks around there. Right. So I think if there is a player who's been absolutely improved, in the past few months at Arsenal, is Nicolas Pepe. Pepe has improved a lot. Pepe has really, really improved a lot. So I really loved it. He could go, he could stretch until this area. He could, just drop, inside the middle. He could just pierce into, pierce through, getting past Reguilon. I think he was so brilliant, very, very brilliant, in that game. So I think, one of the positives is Nicolas Pepe. If he keeps like that, if he goes at that pace, if he keeps on giving us those performances, maybe you never know. At some point in time, we might get we might get the real value as to why we signed Nicola Pepe from Lille. The other positive thing I saw in the game was Albert Sambi Lokonga. Lokonga was another brilliant one. Lokonga was another very, very brilliant player. So let me know, was it Lokonga for you, or was it Nicola Pepe? I think ever since we lost Alexander Sombilong, I say this, since we lost Alexander Sombilong, it has taken us time to find another player like that. I think Lokonga is going to give us that. Let me try to get some of his statistics. If we can look at some of his statistics from Charles Watts, big up my man Charles Watts for the good work. All right. So, yeah, there we go. So, if we look at some of the statistics of this guy at half time, Albert Sambi Lokonga, 32 passes, 31 successful, 96.9 success rate, 14 passes in the Spurs half, right? 92.9% success rate in the opposition half. 3 possession gains, 1 tackle, and 1 interception. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And if you look at the caption that Charles Watts has put, he says really good half from the 21-year-old, must be in pole position to start against Brentford. And it's one of the things I really talked about as we were doing the preview. And I said, maybe Arsenal need to try out, maybe we need to try out Albert Sambi Lokonga and Xhaka. For me, Xhaka is not shit. Xhaka is at his menopause. Xhaka has hit the ceiling. That is what we do. We've got to agree upon. Xhaka is not a good. Xhaka is not a bad player, but Xhaka has hit the ceiling, and that's my problem with him. Look at this. Look at this guy, Albert Sambi Lokonga, still young, new in the league, and is playing in the midfield. Where, right? If we can get this right, okay. He's playing in a midfield where you have Pierre-Emile Højbjerg around there, right? Playing in a midfield where there is Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Not that easy. You're countering Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and look at his statistics. So good. Very, very good. And if there is an Arsenal fan who believes that Albert Sambi Lokonga should be playing in this area, you're absolutely right. One of the things he helps us to do is progress the ball forward, and I love that. He has that sense of ball progress. He helps us move the ball from deeper areas, up front, and it's gonna help us with the likes of Pablo Mari and Ben White in terms of receiving the ball and moving it forward. I think it's brilliant. I think it's very, very brilliant. So that is another positive I looked at in that one. I looked at it as a positive. Albert Sambi Lokonga was absolutely brilliant. And the other side, and the other thing I saw is Tierney. This guy doesn't get tired. This guy is back, and he's back in style. Tierney again providing that depth. Tierney again providing that kind of that kind of strong maturity, that kind of quality down the left. I think is something that you've got to think about. It's something that we've got to think about, because it's not Chambers that started on the right. It was actually Hector Bellerin, if you still remember. Bellerin started around there, and Tierney started on the left-hand side of the pitch. And of course, you expect him to start per 90 if he's not injured. But the good thing with Tierney, obviously, the goal we conceded was from Tierney's side, right? It was from Tierney's side, and I'll talk about that. But one thing I loved about Tierney is give us the chances to score. He gives us, he creates those abilities, he creates those opportunities for us to score. And we will speak about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Why is he missing chances? Why is he this bad? What the hell is wrong with Aubameyang? But Tierney, another super performance from a national player. I think he gets a green box. He gets a green box. Tierney, green box. Lokonga, green box. And I think Ben White was also not bad in this game. Honestly, if you're gonna be honest, I don't think Ben White was poor in the game. I think Ben White was okay. Tierney was superb. Lokonga was superb. And Pepe is improving per 90. If we can get that done, if we can get if we can actually get our team work hard like Pepe is working, because one of the things that are helping Pepe is his hard work. He's actually working hard per 90 and trying to see that he gets his his performances elevated. The rest of the team, the morale is low, the character is low, and that is where we speak about the negatives in the game. Mikel Arteta, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna tell us? I would love to. We're gonna react. I'm going to react to Mikel Arteta's press conference, but I would love to hear what he wants to say, because I don't know the character of this team, the mentality of this team is absolutely very, very low, very low. So let us touch the negatives. Tell me, what other positives did you pick out of this game? I would love to know. What are the positives you picked out of this game? Arsenal 0, Spurs 1. But one of the negatives I saw in the game is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. People, we've got to speak Aubameyang. We've got to speak about Aubameyang. It is getting serious. What the hell is wrong with this lad? What is so wrong with Aubameyang? Why is he this poor? Why is he this bad? I'm asking myself, what the hell is wrong with Aubameyang? What is so wrong? What is not going right with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? That is the question. That's the question I'm asking myself. Aubameyang, he missed a very simple, clear chance. And you know what? It's not the first time Aubameyang is doing that, right? It's not the first time. Aubameyang, he played on the left-hand side of the pitch. Lacazette started. Lacazette started as the 9, and Auba played as the left winger. But Lacazette gets a very clear, a very easy chance. Tap it inside, right? Tap it inside. Lacazette fails. What the hell is wrong with this guy? I'm starting to believe Arsenal need a striker, because if it is creativity, the likes of Pepe, right? The likes of Pepe feeding this guy. The likes of Emile Smith-Rowe have started to feed this guy. The guy cannot score. It's either Aubameyang is, I don't want to say he's finished. But I don't know. We might need to get in a striker in this summer. Absolutely. We can't afford to have a striker who misses chance after chance after chance. We can't afford that. So Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I think he needs to pull up his socks. That was an awful performance. The first thing is he's non-existent on the pitch. When he appears, he's missing a chance. You don't want to be that. You're our captain, bro. Come on, Pierre. Come on. You do not appear in the build-up. You appear in the end, and you're missing a chance. We should have scored a goal in that one. Yeah, we should have scored a goal in that game, but we failed because of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Of course, I know we should have created more chances for him, but Aubameyang needs to be more clinical. That was another negative. We might need to get we might need to get in a serious striker, not as a backup to Aubameyang, but as a replacement to Aubameyang. And you know what? All this crap of Tammy Abraham, it should stop right away. Absolutely. This Abraham to Arsenal crap should stop right away. Arsenal need to get a serious striker. If Aubameyang flops, does Tammy Abraham give us 20 goals or 25? I'm not really sure about that. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. We might need to get in a striker, a serious striker, ASAP. The other thing I saw, negative, is Xhaka. Xhaka wasn't bad in that game. I don't know how to explain this. Xhaka is not bad. Xhaka is average. Xhaka has reached his ceiling. Xhaka is not giving us anything new, people. That is my problem. If you look at this lineup, hope I can get it well. Hope I can actually get it well. If you look at the lineup we are using as Arsenal Football Club, it's not the worst lineup, right? It's not the worst lineup. Look at that, right? Look at that. You have Xhaka You have Albert Sambi Lokonga, Nicola Pepe, Emu Smith-Rowe, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Albert Sambi Lokonga is your defensive midfielder. So literally, it goes back to what we've been talking about. His performance. His performance as at halftime. 31 successful. 31 successful. Passes. 14 passes in this past half. 3 possession gains. That is what Albert Sambi Lokonga is all about. Possession gaining. How do we get back the ball? How do we win back possession? That is what Lokonga is all about. Xhaka then is all about ball progressing. How do we progress the ball? That is what Xhaka is all about. And he doesn't give us that. He absolutely doesn't give us that. That is my problem with Granit Xhaka. He doesn't allow us move the ball forward. He doesn't allow us move the ball forward at a faster speed, at a faster pace. He actually slows us down. So Xhaka, if you want to know how important Xhaka is, look at Paul Pogba, look at Yuri Tillemans, you look at Joe McGinn, look at those players playing in that area. You're the engine. You're the engine of the team. You give us, you're our life, you're our heart. You give us what to do. You're our heartbeat. You dictate to play. You absolutely do everything, for us. And Xhaka doesn't give us that, people. He doesn't give us that. Imagine if we had Paul Pogba with Albert Sambi Lokonga. It's more of, did you see, like you see N'Golo Conte and Pogba at France? Pogba has the freedom and he just dictates what they do at France. He just does that, right? Marco Verratti, Italy, Jorginho. That's what they do. Keep the rhythm, set the pace, keep the rhythm. We don't get that. Yeah. We are absolutely not getting that from Granit Xhaka. We are not getting that. And that is my problem with Xhaka, and that is my problem with Mikel Arteta. He keeps, he keeps trusting him every year. We keep trusting him. It's now around what, 5 years. We trust Xhaka every year, but we don't get the maximum. We don't get the maximum out of that position. I mean, if you're playing Leicester City, Yuri Tillemans dominates our midfield. Don't you ever ask why? Bissouma dominates us when we're playing Brighton. Don't you ever ask why? Because we don't have a person, we don't have a player who actually, we don't have an Iniesta or a Xavi. And that's what you want. You want to have a player who helps you keep the ball. You want to have a player who sets the pace and a player who sets the rhythm. Arsenal do not have that player. We absolutely don't have that player. So Xhaka, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I'm really fed up with Xhaka. I need better. I don't know whether I'm gonna get better from Xhaka. I'm fed up. The other thing is Hector Bellerin. Guys, sincerely, Bellerin should leave Arsenal Football Club. Absolutely. Bellerin should be leaving Arsenal Football Club. There are no questions. There are no more questions about that. There are no more questions about that. Bellerin should be leaving. I mean, he plays in a very, very key area. And that is my problem. Bellerin plays in a very, very key area. Very key area. And if you look at Arsenal, this is where Bellerin plays, right? This is where Bellerin plays. And if you look at on the other side, what Tierney gives us and what Bellerin gives us, it's absolutely different. It's absolutely different. And that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm saying. We need to get in a right back, or we need to use Chambers regularly. This early morning, we were linked with Tierney, Kieran Trippier. And you know what? I don't have a problem. We better get in Trippier. Bellerin needs to go. Bellerin needs out. There is nothing we are getting from Bellerin as a player as well. So Mikel should have never played him. Absolutely. We should have never played Hector Bellerin in that one. Right. Now, the others are things I've been talking about. But one of the things I want to speak about is the press, the quality of our attack, and the mistakes. Those are the two things that I think dominated my match reaction. The goal we conceded, before we go to our press and attack, the goal we conceded is avoidable. But the goal we almost considered the same goal against Chelsea in the Mind series. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. Those individual mistakes, Pablo Mari, what is he trying to do, people? You people may understand football more than I do. What is he trying to do? He's behind Heung-min Son. Is he trying to jump over him, and then he falls down? Are you gonna get a free kick? What? Are you gonna get a free kick because someone has fouled you and the person is in front of you? A striker is in front of you and you're falling down. I mean, what is he trying to do? That's the question. What is Pablo Mari trying to do? What exactly? I don't get it. He's trying. He's not pushing the player. He's not deciding. That time you take to decide what to do, he's falling down, and we concede a stupid, avoidable goal. On any other day, if it is Ruben Diaz, if it is John Stones, if it is Virgil van Dijk, you don't concede that goal. And I don't want to blame it only on the players. I will say it has been a problem of Arsenal Football Club, and it is orchestrated by the manager. Absolutely. Someone needs to shout into the ears of these players. Otherwise, we need to let them know they are playing total shit football. They're absolutely playing shit. Sorry for that. They're absolutely playing shit. That Spurs side wasn't good enough. Yeah, that Spurs side wasn't good enough for us to lose to. One man, Heung-min Son, did the job. Only one man, Heung-min Son, did the job for them. And I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm telling you. I'm absolutely disgusted. Just a minute. I'm absolutely disgusted. You don't lose to Spurs like that. You don't lose, you don't lose to the second team of Spurs like that. You don't. But the other thing I want us to talk about is our press. The press was the press was bad. That press is bad. That press is bad, people. That press is bad. Right. Let's look at it. Let's have a look at what exactly happened when we were trying to press Spurs. Right. Let's have a look. So this was Arsenal Football Club. Right. Okay. This was Arsenal Football Club. Literally, this is how we set out. I'll put Aubameyang here. I'll put Saka around there, and Pepe around there. So my problem with Arsenal is when we attack, when we are defending the ball, we are decent. We are literally decent. Saka drops back, Pepe drops back as well. Lokonga, Xhaka, Smith Rowe, and Aubameyang. I think we have that discipline defensive wise. But my problem is Arsenal going forward. You will never see Arsenal pressing a team, onto the wall. You'll never see us press. You didn't see us press Spurs to an extent that they compress themselves trying to shield off the pressure. We don't. And that is the problem, people. We've got to improve our press. We need a number 10 as soon as possible. We need to start creating chances as soon as possible. Decent chances. Not just chances, but decent chances. But anyway, we lost the game. I need to look at some of your thoughts and see what you lot are saying in the chat. I would love to hear from you. What exactly did you pick out of this game? Smash the like button, people. 180 people watching. We are only having 30 likes. That is very few. Make sure you do smash the like button. Make sure you do smash the like button. Let's get them to 50 right about now. Let's see what you people are saying in the chat, at the moment. But it was a disgraceful performance, people. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm telling you. Zola Anu says Aubameyang is finished. I might not even disagree. I might want to argue, but I might not disagree to the fullest. I might not. Emma says it's time to it's time Arteta is given 5 opening matches, and if he loses like 3, he's shown the exit door, right? Lokonga is a good player. Yeah, Lokonga is really, really a good player. Emma says enough is enough. Look at Chelsea, Man United, and Aston Villa, right? More signings needed. Okay, Lokonga is the better player for you. We need to sack Arteta, just or else it's getting worse. Okay. William says Sambi reminds me of Alexander Song-Bilong. We are so lucky to have him at Arsenal Football Club. You know what? I might have to agree with you. On that. We don't have a striker. Save for Martinez. Okay. Xhaka and Bellerin gifted with new long-term contracts for their mediocre performances. That's Edu and Mikel Arteta. Thank you so much, my man David. Kenny says, with Aubameyang and Saka, we are going nowhere. Absolutely. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button, people. Let's get them to as many as we can. Smash the like button. Right. Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Ketia are not the answer. David Lungu says, courses, whatever you are bringing out, Edu and Arteta don't listen or read. Okay. Alba, Bellerin, Elneny should leave. I have been supporting Arteta for so long, but because of his stubbornness to play Bellerin, we are really dying. I think it's better we get sorted soon because I'm really angry. All right. John says Arteta and Edu also should leave because why do you keep such players on the team? And even we don't have such even squared. I really don't get that. Okay. The real Obina. I'm fed up with Alba and Bellerin. All right. We need Lautaro. Okay. Thank you so much. Arteta, Edu could be sacked by Christmas. Okay. And then Derek says, but again, I know Arteta will stick with Auba, Bellerin, and Elneny. I mean, it's for me, it's disgraceful. Absolutely. It's really, really disgraceful. I think we need to do better as a club. We need to do better. Otherwise, the match reactions are going to stay toxic. Are really going to stay toxic. So thanks everybody for watching in. It's been our match reaction. Arsenal 0, Spurs 1. Another North London derby lost. We didn't win. We didn't get a point in the Mind series. I'll speak to you very, very soon.